G'day, this is Jason here from Forex UTurn and Forex UTurn. Today is November the 8th, 2011. Yesterday, I was a little mixed up here with platforms. Please disregard what I said yesterday about these time changes. They adjusted their time correctly on the Forex meta that we look at here. So the times I gave you yesterday about trading, they were the wrong time. So just disregard everything I said yesterday in that video. Okay, so here we are, 10 o'clock GMT right here, okay, which is 3 o'clock in the morning. We would have looked to buy a dip right in here somewhere, okay? We broke through this resistance right here. And it wasn't blue here yet, but over here it was. So you would have bought a dip here. Well, the most you would have got is about 29 pips for 35 pip stop. Okay, then she went back, then she went up and did her thing. Okay, so then this was in the US session. We broke through resistance again. You would have bought a dip right here. Okay. 37.87. Your stop would have been around 34 pips. Would have went against you. Would have went against you about 13 pips or so, and then shot up. About 50 pips before the quick, violent turnaround, and then it came down. And you could have bought dips in here also if you would have missed your entry here. You didn't get the ideal entry over here, so you would have bought a dip here, bought a dip here, and bought a dip here. Okay, so that's it for the Euro 5-minute. Let's move on to the 1-minute Euro. We'll scroll back here in time. Okay, so basically we're looking for a trade here, and there was no trade here because it was black in the filter. When we got the gap separation here, it was black in the filter. The only place you could have got long was somewhere in here, but it didn't pull back. So it was either jump on board or miss the trade. And that's pretty much it. Our window of opportunity ended over here. So there was only one trade, but there was no pullback into the trigger line to do the trade. That's it for the 1 minute. Let's look at the pound. Pound was just basically, when this set up over here, it was just before 3 o'clock. The only thing you could do is buy a dip here and here. And that's about it. And then in the US session over here, okay, yeah, it was around 9 o'clock, somewhere in here. You could have bought a dip, I guess, but it bounced off resistance here. I wouldn't have bought no dip here either. And it just chopped around. As all of you can see, that the market is chopping up and down crazily, and what that is it's the big players squaring out positions before Bernanke talks tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whatever he says tomorrow could really move this market a few hundred pips. We have to wait and see what he says. But that's what it looks like to me anyway, what's been going on. We're just in a sideways grind here till he says what he has to say. Okay, let's look at the Swissy. Swissy, when we got our setup right in here, it was black in the filter. I don't know if this lined up just as yet. No, it was still black in the filter. Then it turned red on this bar. So if you sold a dip here, well, it was good for 23 pips and went up. Quickly shot down. No trade here. Yeah, it was horrible here with this too. But if you kept selling rallies, into here, you did okay. And that's it for UTurn. Let's look at, PipSnager. Let's look at UTurn now. Okay, that's not so pretty here. We had an M formation here, but it was not a good time to trade. Like I said, it's been grinding sideways here. We had a W here if you would have bought somewhere in here at the good time to trade, peak time to trade. you could have made a few pips on the euro. And then on the pound, there was no selling here, and there was no selling in the filter either. But you had the opportunity to buy somewhere in here after it created this W. Would have bought in here, and well, you didn't get very far. As I said, it's just grinding along, not really going anywhere. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the setups for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.